From blood, from saliva, scientists are reimagining sperm itself. It looks like no one should be without a child again. The impossible may no longer exist.
If a man doesn't have any sperms at all, maybe the testis is not working, is it possible to take his blood sample and manufacture sperms from his blood sample, or muscle, fibroblasts we call it, salivary cells? You'll be shocked. This is true. We call them artificial sperms. The man who doesn't have any sperms at all, his sperm can be made in the lab for him.
Pains linger in their bedrooms, in prayers, in their waiting rooms.
My mentality was, after marriage, you're expected to be pregnant immediately. Like 9 months, 1 year, you should be able to say, oh, see, but it didn't comfort for me. This month, I'll see my period, I'll say, oh God, blood again. I don't want to see blood next month. Next month, I'll see blood. It was just like, I was tired of not even having a child. I was broken. I was devastated. And sometimes I'll just sit like this and I'll be crying.
I married 2019, February 19th, 2019 precisely. So after that 2019, I was expecting to get pregnant. I did not see any issue. 2020 passed. I did not see any pregnancy. Then around 2021, I was so worried. So every night I would be crying, be asking God, why me? Why should I be in this kind of condition? People are just making jest of me. I say, see, since 2019, she's married, no issue. They'll be hearing all sorts of gossip. They'll be gossiping around, saying all sorts of things.
Way back in February 1998, an IVF baby was born in our hands here in Abuja, called baby Hanatu, and the federal government of the day took interest, investigated it. I remember 3 professors coming from different parts of the country to see if it was true IVF or not. And I'm pleased to say yes, they confirmed that.
Mr. and Mrs. Adegoke and Mrs. Ugochukwu Stephanie gave science a chance.
We got married in the year 2018, 1st December 2018, and since then we were trusting God for the fruit of the womb. 2019 passed, 2020, 2021, and we began to worry. As expected, families were calling from our own side, from my own side, what's happening, what have you guys done, what's really going on, have you guys gone for checkup? And prior to that time, during that time as well, we've gone for several checkups. We've got with my husband and fibroid, but even at that, say, even with or without fibroid, you can still conceive.
So when we started the process, I had fibroid. It was a serious one. We took out the fibroid, the pain, the whole journey was... We came to Care Fertility, we started the IVF journey. The first one failed. I was broken. Yeah, sometimes I'll just sit like this and I'll be crying. It was like that first expectation that it was just going to work, it was going to be positive. There are some nights I'll wake up, I'll be crying. I'll look at my husband and say, sometimes I don't even feel for myself. I feel for my husband. I say, God, just give me one. Let this man just be happy. Even if he doesn't tell me, but me as a woman, there is this feeling that, just give me one.
We were so down, I was so broken. Nobody to even encourage each other because the expectation was very high. Yeah, I just called doctor. I was like, oh, so sorry about that. That I was going to call us back.
But when the first attempt failed, helplessness became the story.
That is where IVF comes in, because for a woman who has not been able to get pregnant because she has blocked tubes, there's no way the man's sperm will be able to meet with the woman's eggs for fertilization to happen and then pregnancy.
And I told my husband, let us go for adoption, even if it's one child. He agreed, which I later went to this thing to adopt a baby. I registered for adoption, but along the line, my sister-in-law came to my house and told me that there's something like a fertility home, fertility hospital, that I should forget about adopting a baby, that with IVF, that I can still give birth to my own baby.
There are a lot of reasons why people will need to have IVF treatments, starting from people that have tubal blockage, that the sperm is unable to pass through the fallopian tubes and get to the ovaries. People that have ovarian insufficiency, like people that have stopped ovulating and maybe due to advanced maternal age, their ovarian reserve has actually gone very low and they are not able to produce eggs by themselves. So in such instances, they will need to use assistance through donor programs that people will donate eggs for them. And in that instance, we need to use a form of IVF assistance to fertilize their eggs and transfer back to their womb.
IVF does not need the woman's tube for the woman to get pregnant. The process was actually developed because of people that have tubal blockage. IVF cuts the process of using the fallopian tubes, because we are able to use instruments to go and harvest the eggs from the woman, and we are now able to bring the man's sperm, and after processing both of them, we mix them in the laboratory and form the babies inside the IVF lab, leave them in the machines for several days to be sure they are alive and they are growing. Then after 3 to 5 days, we bring out these babies and transfer them inside the woman's womb. Then we support it with hormonal medications. This, in essence, is actually IVF.
Hope is fragile, but it grows even in laboratories.
The process began again, and God so good. The second process, confidently, just asked us, say, go to so lab very close to the hospital. Go on, confidently, and we just went, and it was positive.
In the quiet machines, 2 heartbeats appeared. Twins, a miracle born not of chance, but of persistence.
13 years of infertility, a woman had undergone several operations for one reason or the other. There was almost no hope until we came in, and using her eggs after giving her medications, picking her eggs without surgery, mixing the eggs with her husband's normal semen, generating embryos from the 2 of them. These are seeds of new life. And then going ahead to plant that new life into the womb of Hannatu's mother. Luckily, by the grace of God, she got pregnant and she delivered the baby about 32, 33 weeks, something like that. And the baby came out very strong. Is alive today. She lives in Canada, and everything seems to be perfect about her. Since the time of Hannatu, not less than 5,000 babies have come out of our hands from different angles of solving fertility problems, whether it's from the woman, the man, or both of them.
I registered for the IVF. We started the procedure. I did everything. During December 26th, I came for the embryo transfer, which he transferred the embryos to me. 4 of them, because he asked me how many do I want. I said 4. He transferred 4 of the embryos to my womb. Until on January 2023, January 10th, I now called him that I should come for tests, which I came. It was positive. Lo and behold, he said I should come back after 2 weeks again for a scan, which I did. After 2 weeks, I came for a scan, and the thing came out 2 twins.
IVF is not 100% successful. So there could be some of those patients that might have, on the other side of the coin, the 40 to 60% of patients that might not get pregnant in one cycle, but the success rate increases per cycle. So the higher a patient does an IVF cycle, the higher the chances for success.
This holds the oocyte, and this injects the sperm into the oocyte. So the fertilization for this is mostly above 75%.
These days we see people try IVF, they don't work. The next time you see them giving testimonies in church, oh, I did IVF, you failed, but now God has done it naturally. The reason is because the IVF process itself is able to restore the hormonal balance in the body of the woman. That in a situation where she was not able to get pregnant before, she eventually will start ovulating and start conceiving naturally. So it's a win-win when anybody does IVF.
I'm a living testimony to that. I want to gladly say that the kids are just 1 year plus, and we were just doing our own thing naturally without having any expectation. And then let's just join ourselves. Madam, come, it's been a while. I don't know, you get. And she just coming at her. She missed her period. I was like, how are you going to take miss your period? Because we would have been married for 5, 6 years, and we were trying it and it wasn't working. So we were not expecting anything to happen. But to God's glory, she just called me. She made her period. Let's go and confirm. And she tested positive to pregnancy, even without any expectation, without anything. I believe that the process of the IVF that we did we had corrected other things, maybe our womb and other things, and then she's now very fertile.
This is the girl that came out alive. She's healthy. Since I gave birth to her, I don't have any issue. It's only at natal that we normally go, and immunization, not at natal. We've not visited hospital to take birth for any reason. She's so healthy.
A lot of people are out there in the valley of decision, deciding, are IVF babies for real? Are they normal babies? Does IVF really work? And all that. It really does work, and IVF babies are fully normal babies. Nothing short of what you could get from a spontaneous pregnancy, but it's just the process at which it comes.
IVF babies are as natural as any other baby. They are as healthy as any other. They are as intelligent as any other. There's really no difference between the natural conceived babies and IVF babies.
So any couple that is in our situation, from my heart, I would advise her to try IVF.
Hopelessness and science. From the ache of emptiness to the fullness of life. IVF is not just medicine, it is hope.